Alright, I'm back again, and pardon the hair, it's getting way too long, and I hate getting my hair cut because they like to spray me with water, and I guess I'm part cat and I don't like being spritzed with water. Two things I want to really discuss. The first is going to be Elon Musk is trying to make a move on Twitter. You know, he bought like 10-11% of it, became the highest percentage owner. Well, today he came out and said, no, I want the whole thing, or as much of it as I can get. And he's even said that he would allow the most holders in the private company allowed. But the Saudi prince said no, and when they did, the stock fell like $4 or $5 a share. You know, it's almost like he knew something like that would happen. That it would be the impossible thing. If they turn down the offer, the shares will drop. And then they'll be put in between a rock and a hard place. Otherwise, the only other option would be to accept his offer. And my gut told me I was going to buy a couple of shares just so I could say I owned a couple of shares, and my gut told me don't do it. And then shortly afterwards is when the stock started falling. It may have gone back up at this point because I haven't checked in a couple hours, but yeah, that's the big fun part. I don't know what his angle is. I don't know if he's just pissy over. I know he got suspended for a few days a while back. I don't know if he's kind of pissy over that. I don't know if it's something to do where he sold those stock options in Tesla and doing this for tax purposes. I don't know. There's also some people that have claimed that he just goes on into all these ventures so that they will prop the other ones up. So I don't know if that's possible. Any number of things could be what's going on. I just know that the drama that's unfolding is just hilarious. To watch people suddenly start cheering for repealing Section 230, or at the very least reforming it. That previously we're all for it too. It's just hilarious to see, like, the Washington Post, which is owned by Bezos, condemning a billionaire owning some form of media outlet. Things like that. It's just amazing to watch, and I'm just like sitting back with a bowl of ice cream because I don't care for popcorn, enjoying the drama as it unfolds. It's more entertaining than any TV show that's on you'll find on TV. I guarantee you that. And I don't know, they did mention there's going to be another board meeting, shareholder meeting, what have you, company meeting, whatever you want to call it, at 5 o'clock Eastern time. It's currently about 10 after 5, so it's ongoing now. I don't know what's going on with that. But it's going... They may have freaked out when... I think that was actually announced after the prince said no, and then all of a sudden the price started tumbling. This may be in response to that. They may be reconsidering and wanting to negotiate. I don't know. The second thing I want to discuss is a whole lot more somber. I hopped on Twitter of all things, and Feinstein was trending, and like, oh goody. So I typed it in, and apparently they're claiming Diane Feinstein's memory is getting worse to where she cannot remember names while in meetings and things like that. Now, you may think I'm going to be cheering and happy and all this because I disagree with her on so many fronts politically, and don't care for her as a person. But because she definitely has profiteered from her position. But I've had a number of people I know that have had like dementia and Alzheimer's and things like that. And I would not wish that on my worst enemy. I legitimately hate that, and I'm not saying she has it. I'm just saying that that's what they're claiming, and it could be her age, because I know when you get to a certain age, she's currently 88. You do lose bits and pieces of what your capabilities. But by the same token, they've been claiming that she has, and there's been rumors of a number of people in Congress on anti-dementia and Alzheimer's medications. If she does have that, like I said, I would not wish that on my worst enemy. Legitimately wouldn't. It's just awful. There are things way worse than death, and that's one of them. And I hate, if it really has been going on for years, like some people have claimed, I feel sorry for her, because they covered for it until the Amy Coney Barrett hearings, when she hugged Lindsey Graham and wished him luck. They were covering for it up to then. They probably encouraged her to sit on some of the biggest, most important committees and everything else. When it was politically expedient, they covered for her. Basically, they used her. Her so-called friends and colleagues in Congress, the Democrat Party, all of that, they used her. So no, I'm not happy that this has happened. I feel sorry for her. If this is true, I'm kind of pissed off by the fact they did use her. You want to talk about what's moral and right and just and everything else, and they do something like that? That's why we just need to go in and clean house come election. I would say clean house come election season, but we all know how that goes. But they always find ways to get the votes. But there definitely needs to be a lot of the long haulers in Washington, D.C. replaced, in my not quite so humble opinion. But hopefully this isn't dementia, it's not Alzheimer's or anything like that. Hopefully it's just one of those things that comes with being 88, 89, somewhere in there. Because like I said, I would not wish that on anyone. Anyway, I'm going to get off here because I'm about to lose my temper because someone's driving 5 miles under the speed limit. Let me know what you think. I may throw a link down below. Don't think I'll be uploading this to BitChute because BitChute has been finicky on uploads lately. Not fond of that at all. And actually slower than YouTube. They used to be considerably faster than YouTube, but that's changed. And sometimes it will. I'll be in the process of uploading, and all of a sudden it will refresh, and I have to start all over. And I'm not a fan of that. Anyway, later.